What does that gesture tell us about the character?
I would say it tells us that he's done with the more restricted part of his life. He's done with like the 9 to 5 of living.
But even more than that, what else? What else?
Also,
What else? Look at also, he's so rich, what does it matter? I mean, there's a bunch of ways that you could go with that. And I don't know, it's an old, now it seems a little cliche to me, but in the movie Sex Lives and Videotape,
great.
where the woman finds the ring of another woman, and that's how she finds out that her husband is cheating. It's very subtle. So, these are things, I'm gonna give you, how are we doing on time? I can give them a couple of,
We're at 1 o'clock.
okay, I can, so okay. I think the character of Portia in White Lotus is a great example of a three-dimensional character. Look who she is physiologically, psychologically, and sociologically. I mean, yes, all right, I'm gonna give you some exercises. We'll take like 10 minutes and do exercises. Okay, here's the first exercise. I'm gonna give you three, you can pick one or two. What do you think you know about your character? What do you think you know about your character? Physically, emotionally, mentally, and sociologically. And here's what I'm gonna ask you to add another layer to it. So physically, emotionally, mentally, and sociologically. And here's what I'm gonna ask you. What are two non-negotiable traits? What are you should know this. That's one exercise. I'm gonna give you 15 minutes, so let me give you the other two. Okay.
What's non-negotiable?
Yeah,
Physically, mentally, emotionally,
what are two
Social-
non-negotiable traits?
and to, um,
And then the other exercise, which you only have 3 minutes to do is, we can decide what you're gonna do. On this exercise, focus on everything you know about your character. And then what comes up to you about your character that you've never thought about? During this 3-minute exercise, is there other stuff that comes up to you about your character that you've never thought about? And then I want you to circle that. Okay, so we're gonna start with those two exercises. Do you want to start with the second one? And allow you to time it for 3 minutes? Write everything you know about your character, and then see if anything comes up that, that just comes up out of the blue. Okay. We'll start right now. We'll have more time to talk about dialogue. Okay, everyone's doing a 3-minute exercise where you have to write everything you know about your character. Okay. And then see if anything comes up just when you're in the flow.
TV character we just did, well, the TV character we just.
Whatever character you wanna,
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, what did you say?
write for 3 minutes everything you know about your character.
Okay.
Does anything come up sporadically or out of the blue?
Marilyn, do you need some tea?
What?
Do you need some tea?
No, all fine.
You good?
Yeah.
3 minutes.
It's 3 minutes?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll let you take another minute.
One minute.
Okay. Who's ready?
Sure.
Let's start with you.
Right, so back to the character that was very memorable. What we know about her, she's female, she's an elf, she's basically immortal. She is extremely powerful, but doesn't flaunt it. She's emotionally distant, she has a naivety and innocence about her, she's full of wonder about the world. And she's got a very quirky sense of what is amazing. She
So
thinks
give me an example.
So she thinks like she's always searching for a new spell that she doesn't know. And one of the spells she came across thinks is just absolutely wonderful. A spell to make grapes taste sour. Or a spell that just creates a bunch of flowers in a field.
I like that.
And these are just amazing things to her. But she's also, like I said, very naive, very innocent. She always falls for these creatures called mimics that look like treasure chests, but they're creatures that will devour you. She always thinks that there's a chance that this chest is an actual chest that has a new spell for me to learn in it. And every time it's one of these creatures.
Okay, and what's her wound?
She's incredibly sad and lonely
Why?
because she took for granted, the friends that she had in this, what was, 10, 15 years of traveling with these people, but was to her like, this is just like a minute or two,
Ah, that's interesting. That's
So-
very interesting. I like that.
So because her sense of time is so different than that of, any, human.
That's very interesting. I would even put that more towards the top or show how that's illustrated, that the sense of time, so this disconnect between, the time that she had with them versus how she experienced, that's very interesting. I like that a lot. Did you find out anything in your writing that you weren't aware of before?
I mean, I kind of knew it, but I think it really hit as I was going through
Good.
the list of how profound the sadness and loneliness is for her.
That's great.
Uh,
Very good.
so that drives how she's interacting with people going forward.
All right, who wants to go next?
I guess.
All right, okay.
Well, I'm gonna, my character from the movie, Shirley Valentine.
But I want your own character. I want you to be writing a character that you're gonna create, but okay, you could do that.
Maybe I did it wrong.
I'm sorry,
Maybe
I want
you
you,
said-
think of a character, write for 3 minutes,
Oh,
that you
okay,
think you know,
yeah,
and then what comes up just when you're writing.
she, is very disappointed because she's done the right thing with what you're supposed to do in life. And she is very sad that it hasn't brought her the joy, and it might be the right thing for everyone else, but not so much for her. And she does have a perseverance and a determination to find that for
And
herself.
where does that come from?
She doesn't even know, but it's in her heart.
But
and her
you
soul.
as the writer would need to know. That's the
Because
challenge,
because you know why?
yes.
You can find that self. You can, if you're.
How does she,
determined-
so does part of,
No,
does part of her finding that is when she goes on this trip to Greece?
because, yes, but what she doesn't know before she leaves is she's concerned about taking the risk. And she doesn't realize that she loves herself enough to take that risk. And that is what she realizes.
So that's part of her that's part of her character growth.
Correct.
Coming to recognize her true worth and not necessarily being defined by children and a husband.
Right, but it's because she doesn't feel fulfilled, she feels that she's not worthy, but she does find out, she does love herself enough to do that. And, she doesn't realize that she truly, it's lost that she feels and is disappointed. She really truly is self-aware. She feels confused, but she's aware enough to know that she needs to take action. That she matters, that she does love herself, and there is joy